Hi guys, Peter Finch here, and this is a top 3 tips video on how you can draw your driver. So to draw a driver, you first really have to understand the dynamics of what needs to happen at impact. Now to draw a driver, your club needs to be moving on its path from in to out along the target line, and then your club face needs to be close to that path but open to that target line. And some kind of diagram should be coming up now just explaining that a little bit more in pictorial detail. Now this is not as easy as it appears to accomplish. A lot of people would like to hit that draw with the driver, but it's simply not that easy. However, these tips should help you along the way. Now the first tip is all about getting the path more from the inside. If you need to hit that draw, this ball needs to set off slightly right at the target and then curve back round left in the air. Now to do that, your club needs to move from an inside path to an outside path. If you go too much in to out, it can turn into a little bit of a hook. But if you are struggling with an out to in swing path, this drill is fantastic for you. What we need to be doing is getting set up, ball position just inside that left heel, taking the club away to a nice full position, hopefully not getting too steep in the backswing. So getting that left arm across the shoulders at the top of the swing. But from here, the sequence of events must be the hips move forwards, so they bump towards the target, which gets the weight shifting. Now from there, you'll notice here at address, my spine angle is naturally tilted to the right-hand side. If you get to the top, move those hips left, and then just attempt to get your right elbow moving down towards your right pocket, what should happen is that, and that natural spine angle which is produced at address will be maintained, and you can see here from the club just how far on the inside this is actually dropping. It's quite a big movement from there. Now if I was in this position at an actual golf shot, I would be moving so far on the inside, I'd have to really rotate that club very quickly. But this is all about getting on an inside path. If you are moving naturally that way, this could work for you because it's a bit of an exaggeration, but it should do the job. So it's getting set up, ball just inside the left heel, that tilt to the spine, bumping those hips and getting that right elbow right into your pocket on the way down. And if you do that, that club will move such a long way from the inside that you should be able to get that draw. However, if that club face is open, you're going to get a push, and that's where this next bit comes in. So getting the club moving that far from an inside path is not the be-all and end-all, because you can still hit a massive push if the club face is rotated open. Now this drill is specifically about how to get a club face more closed to your path whilst maintaining it open to the target line. Now this is a kind of a technique and a tip which is borrowed from a lot of the best players in the world, and it does do the job. It does feel a little bit strange to begin with, but it can certainly help you. When you're getting into this position, when the hips are going left and the club is coming down into the right pocket, just notice here that the club face is pretty much lined up with the back of the left wrist and the back of the left arm. Now if I was to take my left wrist and bow it inwards like this, just notice how the club face tilts slightly. Now coming through the point of impact, that club face would then point left of the target. Now if you combine this position with a path which is moving very much from the inside, the club face is going to be close to your path but should remain open to your target. This is a position you see many of the best drawers of the balls, Spieth for example, get into. As it comes down, that left wrist, rather than being cupped or flat, being very slightly on the bowed side here. Now if you get it too much, it can lead to kind of snap hooks, but if you can experiment and rather than being in this position, just get that left wrist tucked under a little bit, it will lead to a closed club face to your path. So giving that a go, into this position, try and rotate it this way as we're coming down into the swing. And if you get that position, it will move from right to left in the air. Now the last tip to actually start drawing this driver is really creating the ideal impact positions as far as angle of attack is concerned. Now to swing the club from the inside to out with a driver, to get that club face rotated into a position where it's closed to path but open to target is one thing, but you won't be able to do this unless you are hitting up on the ball. Now to hit up on the ball with a driver, the club arc and the swing arc needs to bottom out before the ball and then move up into impact. Now to get the left hip bumping, to get the club down on the inside, will allow you to move from the inside, but we then need to make sure our angle of attack is upwards through the ball. Now very simply, as we spoke about to begin with the spine angle, one of the easiest ways to do this is to try and keep the spine tilted away from the ball as you actually come through impact like this. Now it's a very odd feeling for some people who really want to kind of shift forward, which is certainly kind of what you want to be doing with the irons, keeping the sternum very much on top of the ball, but to make sure you strike up, try and get that spine tilted away and then swing upwards throughout the shot. And if we manage to swing upwards throughout the shot, we should be able to get an angle of attack which is ascending, and if we combine everything together, we should also be able to get a lovely big draw. That's a nice one to finish on. Right guys, thank you very much for watching this top 3 video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well, and feel free to share the video around. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you next time.